And we are back, and I will finish this up, hopefully before 5 minutes ends. So, I don't think, Hermione, I have learned about that conversation in canon. I really don't. You'll be hard pressed to convince me that she did. Because now, if you remember, after that, for the next 3 days, Ron was snippy with everyone. He was in a really bad fucking mood to everybody. You know, Hermione had about 1-2 weeks before, like, said that she wanted to go to Slughorn's Christmas party with him. Ron, you know, I guess seemed receptive, at least, you know, whatnot. And so, of course, Ron starts being cold with her, and Hermione has no idea why. She has no idea what happened. I don't think she ever learned what happened. Harry certainly never told her. So I was thinking, what if Harry actually grew some balls and actually told Hermione what happened? What would be the results of that? Now, I don't think I captured it perfectly. You can read my story to see what I think the results are, and I'm currently still writing. Like I said, I'm 3 chapters in 16,000 words. I don't know how many chapters it's going to be. I was thinking about this earlier. I want to go for at least 10 chapters. I thought this was going to be a shorter story. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Because, and, like, this is just like me talking as, you know, the writer. Because I can see a lot of changes happening up to the end of the 6th year. But I cannot for the life of me see what big changes could happen. Like, because no matter what happens, I mean, I can't envision Ron and Hermione not going with Harry to hunt Horcruxes. No matter what happens. And I know what's going to happen. Whoa, Ron just teleported. Maybe an author should, like, talk about, like, his own thought process for, like, future things of his story, but I can't advise, and I know certainly I'm not going to be writing anything that's going to change things so hard between Harry and Hermione that they won't go with him to hunt Horcruxes. Of course they'll go with him to hunt Horcruxes. And I don't want to rehash the entire Horcrux hunt. I mean, of course there will be some differences. Yeah. But, again, I can't talk about that as an author. But, so I was thinking maybe I should do it up until, like, 3 weeks before the 6th year ends. I don't know, but that's what I'm going for now. But if I have tried to refuse from his story so far, I'm mostly a new writer, so reviews at this point in time really do matter for me. And I stopped writing for a few days because I got a little bit depressed that one of the reviews was this guest, and if you're a guest on fanfiction that not, you know, you copy the reply to, I have no idea who it was, who just said I hated Ginny and whatnot. Completely, Ginny's 100% right, Ron's 100% wrong. And the thing is that I know that out of any character, any fucking character, on fanfiction, on any fanfiction, when it comes to character bashing, is always fucking Ron. And that is always fucking pissing me off. So I clarify in my author notes, I don't hate Ginny, although to be fair, I think if anyone deserves hate, it should be Ginny over Ron. I like Ron as a character. I think he's one of my favorite characters from the books, because I relate to him a lot. That's part of it. and if I was a little less tactful, I would have said, fuck off. Yeah, maybe it is a Ginny bash because Ginny's a fucking bitch. No, I didn't go that way, and I don't. That's not completely why I think. But you can read my story if you want, if the premise interests you, to see what I think the results of Hermione finding out why Ron was so non-receptive to her after the argument. And if you like it, follow it, comment, well, I don't know, the fanfiction, that not lingo, and I'll be continuing it. And I'm sorry for taking now 15 minutes to talk about it. But it is like my first like real fanfiction attempt, and I would like to mention it. Let's get some fucking cards. This is even going to be more boring than me talking about the fucking fanfiction. I'll be looking at these as I get them too.
Do you collect cards? I've got a rare one.
It's not fucking rare if everybody's offering it to me.
Great, it's a deal.
Nice doing business with you.
Yeah, have fun with hearing this conversation. over and over again, which is
Beatrix Bloxham, 1794 to 1810. Author of The Toadstool Tales, a series of children's books since banned because they have been found to cause nausea and vomiting.
And like I said when we got this card in the second game, they cast nausea and vomiting because they're so super fucking sweet. They're like disgustingly sweet. That's why they cast nausea and vomiting. And again, the dates for this have been fixed, at least, and they will fix the thing in the Prisoner of Azkaban PS2 version, which I don't know why they won't fix in this version, to be 1794 to 1910. So that Pixie actually makes sense, considering that she looks like an older woman, and she only would have been fucking 18 when she died if the date was actually accurate. Come on, what's this shit?
Hey, you three! Looking for any collector's cards?
Well, you have to give us more than,
Sounds good.
you know,
I'll buy it.
one.
Nice doing
It's
business
not like
with
we can
you.
cut it up into three and like me spread it around us. Carlotta Pinkstone.
Carlotta Pinkstone, 1922 to the present. Famous campaigner for lifting the International Confederation of Wizards' Statute of Secrecy and telling Muggles that wizards still exist. Ms. Pinkstone has been imprisoned several times for her blatant and deliberate use of magic in public places.
Maybe it's because she's a rebel. I really like this card. I was thinking, and I'm not going to be the one to do it, I'm telling you that right fucking now. But it'll be so fun to read a fanfiction where each chapter is just about somebody who's on a wizard card. I think it'll be a, you know, like each is its own like mini story. And I just think it would be a fun, like a nice story about Olgaf the Awful.
Olgaf the Awful.
Trying to sell his threat to a dangbang manufacturer. It'll be, like they don't have to like be based specifically on the cards. But I mean that's where we get some ideas of who they are. And I think that would be a very interesting fanfiction. Again, that I will not be the one to write.
Hey, you three! Looking for any collector's cards?
Great. It's a deal.
Cheers, Harry!
Cleodne, medieval, dates unknown. Irish druidess who discovered properties of moondew.
I don't even know what moondew is. Well, I hope they'll have fun properties anyway.
Hey, Potter! Interested in buying a collector's card?
All right.
I'm not even...
Enjoy, Harry!
I'm not even looking at what these things cost. Okay, I just remember the name of the really good Ron Hermione fanfiction I've been reading that I described last video is To Know You is to Love You. And like I said, it's fucking immaculate. Again, it's Ron Hermione, or like I was saying, the Ron Hermione thing. It doesn't even have to be terribly written well. It just has to have cute moments. It definitely qualifies, and it actually is written really well. So, yeah. I just got Crispin Kronk.
Crispin Kronk, 1795 to 1872. Sent to Azkaban for continuing to keep sphinxes in his back garden despite repeated warnings.
Oh, well, that's a fun guy. Must have been an interesting back garden. Also, another fanfiction I read, there's only 6 chapters, was one of the most, what did I say when I comment and I might read this list? An extremely sensual Ron Hermione story. And I am not sitting you, I mean, I don't know exactly what to call it. For example, see that, one, it's written in the first person view of Hermione, which is a very interesting way to write a chapter. A story. I know I couldn't do it like that. I need... I couldn't do an entire story through one person's first person view. What? Oh, I guess that was running. For example, what's a line? She felt like she had died and was reborn 100 times in the last minute. It just lines like that. They're very outsy lines that I don't dislike, and I did like the story. It was about Ron Hermione with relationship when they were in Grimmauld Place at the beginning of Deathly Hallows. And extremely sad. So it's rated M for a reason. So if that's a bit sorted, so if you want to check that out, it'll be a sorted read.
Fancy buying a collector's card, Harry?
No, I came to buy socks.
I'll buy that.
See you next time!
Shoot, who asked that? That was a witch, I think. Okay.
Dorcas Wellbeloved, 1812 to 1904, founder of the Society for Distressed Witches.
Okay. I think that it's theorized that's about like witches that who have to deal with domestic abuse. It makes sense with their name and whatnot.
Do you collect cards? I've got a rare one for sale.
You've got a deal.
Nice doing business with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is going to be a bit boring because I have 15 more to buy. That was fun.
Dymphna Firmage,
Dymphna.
1612 to 1698. Famously abducted by pixies while on holiday in Cornwall and lived in mortal dread of them thereafter. Failed to persuade the Ministry of Magic to have all pixies humanely destroyed.
What is going on with her face in that card? I can't tell what's happening there. That's strange. I'm not seeing her face in that card. Huh. Okay. Strange.
Fancy buying a collector's card, Harry?
Great, it's a deal.
Thanks a lot!
Edgar Struelger, 1703 to 1798, inventor of the sneakerscope.
Okay.
Wanna buy a collector's card, Harry?
Sounds good. I'll buy it.
Enjoy, Harry!
Okay, we'll see this card, then I'll tell you a little bit about this portion. And I don't know if it's controversy, but something interesting about it.
Elfrida Clegg, 1612 to 1687, chieftainess of Warlock's Council.
Now, in the books, there is this woman who was a previous Master of Hogwarts, who is also important enough to have a portrait in the Ministry of Magic, and she helps Dumbledore find Arthur Weasley after he was attacked by Voldemort's snake, Nagini, I think that's how you pronounce it, although I've not been quite sure. And her name is Elfrida Clegg. And the people theorizing that this is the same person, but because the Harry Potter wiki takes and because I mean they don't need to be the same person, but it's almost certain they are. But if they are, it's not quite known if it's supposed to be Clegg or Clegg to be the official name. Well, probably Clegg, but that's just an interesting note.
Wanna buy a collector's card, Harry?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Thanks a lot!
Ethelred the Ever-Ready, medieval, dates unknown. Famous for taking offense at nothing and cursing innocent bystanders. Died in jail.
I can't get over that that's an old-fashioned way to say jail.
Hey, you three! Looking for any collector's cards?
All right.
Cheers, Harry!
Glanmore Peaks, 1677 to 1761. Famous slayer of the sea serpent of Cromer.
I don't know about what makes him a wizard, but that's because he fought the sea serpent.
Hey, you three! Looking for any collector's cards?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Enjoy, Harry!
We'll look at this card in the next video. Again, sorry, this is a bit non-action packed, but it has to be done. So I'll see you guys in a second. We can finish these cards, hopefully, maybe finish the game next video, although I won't fucking straight to it.